Welcome back in, my beautiful builders, to some more Feed the Beast Inferno. Since the last episode, I decided that our storage system wasn't in the best situation, so I decided to start making a main base underneath the mine colony. And other than the grass that's in here, I think this is looking pretty nice. We're gonna need this grass a little bit later though, and I don't have Silk Touch to pick it up, so it's gonna stay there for right now. I also went ahead and made a new workbench called the Architect's Cutter, and I was able to use that in order to get our miner back working by providing him some of the framed blackstone and the framed warp planks. And since I updated the Feed the Beast Inferno mod pack to the latest version, this guy is actually working pretty successfully. But I think in today's episode, I want to focus on something we've been putting off for far too long. It's time for us to get into blood magic. So to get started with blood magic, I'm gonna first need the blood altar, and to get that, I'm first gonna need to make the inactive sigil. I can then come over here and stand inside my smeltery until I get myself 1 bucket of blood. And now if I smelt down some soul sand as well, we should combine that blood with some liquid soil in order to make life essence fluid. And looks like I made a bit much, but that's okay. We are going to then dump that life essence fluid over top our inactive sigil in our casting basin, and we should get ourselves a blood altar. So I still have a few more things that I need before I can actually put this blood altar to use. Starting first with the sacrificial knife. This will allow us to prick our own body in order to supply blood. I also need to make my first tier of blood orb, which is the weak blood orb, but the only way to make that is by using the mine colony's enchanter. So I'm gonna have to supply it with a soul shard and coagulated blood. And lucky for me, the soul shard is actually easy enough to craft. We just need some molten obsidian and then place a dark gem inside of our casting basin, dump the obsidian over top of it, and we should get ourselves a soul shard. I'm also going to need a post box for this. Now, if I understand how this works correctly, I should just be able to supply the soul shard and the coagulated blood in the enchanter's tower, and then come over to my post office and actually request a weak blood orb. I'm not entirely sure how this works. I've never done this before, but let's go ahead and see if I can request one of these guys, and my enchanter will make it. But of course, every time I need these guys to do something, they're all sleeping. Aha! About time you showed up for work. And I think my blood orb is now being delivered. Nice. Inventory? Perfect. And now the last thing I need is the alchemy table, which is going to require our very first blood magic ritual in order to get a blank slate. So we're going to need some obsidian and 1,000 life points. So with our sacrificial knife, we should be able to fill this nice and easy. We do need to watch our health though, because this can kill us. But now, after a little bit of time, we should get ourselves a blank slate. And this actually took a lot more blood than I thought it was going to. But there we go. Blank slate is now created, and I should be able to craft myself the alchemy table. Now I'm going to take some redstone from my miner, some gunpowder from gas, and some charcoal, and then just a little bit of white dye. And putting this into the alchemy table should make some arcane ashes. Nice. And you can think of arcane ashes as basically another workbench that you can use in order to craft materials, such as, in this case, providing oak and coagulated blood is going to give us... Oh, that's a really cool animation. But this is going to give us a rubber wood sapling. But there are actually all kinds of uses for the arcane ashes. Everything from making diamond build wands to interdiction torches. There's a lot of recipes with this guy, and we'll probably be using it quite a bit in the future, because there's some things that we're able to get through this that we're not normally able to get through just the vanilla nether. Such as some of the things that we need to upgrade our blood altar. So to upgrade my blood altar, I'm going to take some nether quartz and some cobblestone in order to make diorite, then take some more cobblestone and that diorite in order to make andesite, and throw that andesite into our occultism fire in order to get other stone. Now I just need some more blank slates, and then I can use the arcane ashes in order to make some blank runes. Not gonna lie, this looks really cool. And from that quest, I actually got a couple of speed runes as well as some rune of self-sacrifice. So now, whenever we use our blade, we'll get more blood as well as our crafts will be faster. So now that I have a tier 2 altar, it's time for a side quest. So to get this started, I first need to turn a dark gem into a dark power gem. I'm gonna take a honey bottle that I got from a quest reward and turn it into 3 sugar, and I also am going to need some experience bottles. Then I can put my sugar and my bottles of enchanting in my alchemy table and get a water reagent. And now with a bit of lapis, some blue stained glass, and some polished blackstone bricks, I can make the eternal water block. Now I think for this section, I'm gonna have to reconfigure my smelter a bit and put a faucet on the side of my fuel tank, and then I should be able to just put my water block and then right click to get the lava draining out of my tank, and theoretically, we should get ourselves a cobble generator. Now my goal here is going to be to try and kind of hide this stuff away a little bit to where we're not seeing that ugly cobblestone generator block all the time, because I don't particularly like the way it looks. So I'm going to take a blank module and a gold gear and get myself a low extraction module that we can use with pretty pipes in order to just pipe right out of this guy. So I'm going to set up a cobblestone generator right back here behind the drawer, put down a pipe, and then put a low extraction module right there, and this thing should slowly fill up with cobblestone. There we go. Had to move it back an extra block, but it is now working. So in order to continue on through blood magic, we're going to need a stronger blood orb, and to do that, we're going to start having to mess with weather. And looking ahead a little bit, I am going to need some ender pearls for this, and I actually don't have a single ender pearl to my name anymore, so it's time to go hunting. So the next thing we need to do in blood magic is going to require us to mess with weather containers. And I think all I have to do is throw this weather container into this beam that we have here at our spawn point. So just throw this in there, and I think it's gonna charge up. Nice, and that gets us the weather container, my only sunshine. Then I should be able to take water reagents and blank slates in order to make some water sigils. Oh, that actually completed another quest that I wasn't actually going for. I'll take it though. But anyway, I can take iron buckets and a water sigil in order to make a water bucket that we can use for crafting. That is super useful. Oh wait. Oh, and the sigil's not used up. Oh, I didn't even need 2 of these guys. Oh well, I'll take it. 2 water buckets. Now, I just combine this with our weather container, just like so, and that should give us a rainy weather. Nice. And then just this with 2 pieces of glowstone, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we're thunderstruck. And now that we're thunderstruck, we can actually use that in order to make some lightning grenades, and we can use this in order to make our potentiosphere into an inverted potentiosphere and then an empowered potentiosphere. And this is all pretty simple. So there is our potentiosphere, then we need our inverted potentiosphere, and last but not least, we need to take this guy, and I think we just got to get struck by lightning. So I guess we just hold this in our offhand and then... Ow! Ow! Nope, definitely not how that works. Okay, well let's try throwing this on the ground and then striking it. There we go. Yeah, apparently I don't need to be struck. And then last but not least, in order to get our next level of blood orb, we just gotta supply this guy with some blood. And there we go, our tier 2 blood orb, the apprentice blood orb. But I think that's actually going to be where I stop blood magic for today, because I have some maintenance items that I need to work on. Oh wow, I just learned something about mine colonies. that's going to change absolutely everything. But first, some of the things I was working on was getting a farm started, as well as getting basalt and flesh available to me. I also have animals over in my mine colony pens. And last but not least, I have set up a blacksmith to actually start creating some armor for my colonists. But anyway, like I said, I just learned something about mine colonies that's gonna change a lot around here. So this whole time I've been under the impression that I needed to defeat the mine colony's boss in order to start upgrading my mine colony, but that's actually not the case. I only need to defeat the boss if I want to get more research out of the university. But I can actually upgrade things like my builder and turn it into a tier 2 builder without having to defeat the boss at all. So I can just come here, and as long as I have all of this stuff available to them, I can go ahead and upgrade and get this guy upgraded. And that may not sound like a big deal, but think about the implications of this. That means that I have a tier 2 builder, which means I can bring everything up to tier 2. My houses, my enchanter, everything. And to you guys, this may not seem like a big deal, but to me, this is absolutely massive because I've been cutting out a lot of footage of me dying over and over again. Ever since I lost my mega torch, my colony has been absolutely flooded with hoglins and gas, just absolutely destroying me. So this is a pretty big deal because that means I can use my enchanter to get another new mega torch. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Although we just did get a zombie that spawned with diamond armor on. That is really, really good. That is oh, we got fireballed by a blaze. Okay, hopefully we're actually able to take this guy out because I really, really need some diamonds, and I am not opposed to smelting down that guy's gear. Let's go ahead and grab this up. Where'd he go? Oh, did he disappear? Maybe my guards took him down and we got the armor already. That would be great. All right, let's get rid of this guy. And hopefully, if we actually do this in time, we will win. Oh no, here he is. Here he is. Armor guy. Armor guy. Yes. Yes. Oh, this guy took it. Hold on. Give it. All right. Looks like I'm going to have to access him later. For whatever reason, if you die in Inferno, then you can't actually access any of your guys. So it's kind of a pain, but, you know, whatever. Oh, no, I don't like this sucker dude. All right, Creeper, you got to go. You gotta go. You gotta go. All right. Okay, let's just stay alive. Stay alive. And hopefully my companions here will help me out with that. It actually looks like they're doing pretty good. Oh, and we won! Nice! Nice, nice, nice. All right, these guys are going to help me pick some of that up, I know, but... Oh, that's our first time actually defeating one of those wave bosses. That is awesome. Okay, a quick relog, and now I need to find who took that diamond chest plate that dropped. Aha! It was you! Mine! And... where did you get this sword from? That's my sword too now. It's a much better sword than what I have. All right, let's go smelt this baby down. Really? Really? Cannot be molten. Ah, great. And you know what? This may be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try something. And you know what? This may be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try something. Ho ho ho! Ho ho! Not enough heat. Not enough heat. Doesn't say that it's not gonna work. So I swapped out my fuel for magma instead of lava, and it looks like it is smelting. Let's see if we get diamond. Netherite, obsidian, blood, cobalt, and magma. Why didn't I get any diamond? Ah, come on. I mean, maybe it had to be fully repaired? I don't know. But I should have gotten 8 molten diamond gems there. Ah. Looks like I messed that up. Oh well. And in case you're wondering what we need diamonds for, we need it for the torch. If we go ahead and click into this and check the enchanter's recipe, we need a diamond lattice. And that is a netherite mesh, which actually isn't too difficult to get. And then also an entire block of molten diamond. And where we're at right now, we actually have no options to get diamond either. Our best situation to get in would be to start bees. And that's a lot of work, and I actually don't have any time left for today's episode. So I think in the next episode, we're going to start our bee adventure so that we can get diamonds as well as a lot of other resources. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.